Hey, good evening and welcome. Good afternoon, I should say. It's Friday.
Welcome. Good afternoon, I should say.
It's Friday. It's a Friday. We're still out on spring break here at St. Michael, as the JV boys are taking on the Baldwin County Tigers this afternoon. The first Friday of 2025. You got myself and Jerry Marlowe are here.
Yep, we're here. How are y'all doing out there in Cardinal Nation land?
Early afternoon game on a Friday afternoon.
And they apparently moved the times up over the break. These were going to be later, so if you thought you were coming for a game a little bit later, they moved all the times up. The JV boys game's at 3:30. The girls is at 5, and the varsity boys is at 6:30. So.
And they're getting ready for tip-off right now. We also have the hope to have some students join us for the varsity games. As they do, we'll put them on headsets and have them describe the action for you.
About to tip off here. Oh, we are kind of rusty, aren't we, Mr. Tony? We haven't been on the mic in a while. Looks like Copeland, number 24. And, no, that wasn't Copeland. That was, hold on. Let me get my roster together. It's been a while.
Is it Kolb?
Kolb. That's who it was. Kolb. Sure was.
We've got Jerry manning the camera and then the huddle camera between the two of them today to give you a couple different views. We'll do the best we can.
That shot was by number 2. That was a Jerry. We got first names for the Baldwin County players. That's Graham Barrett bringing the ball down right now. I overheard the Baldwin County coach said they practiced yesterday for the first time since school was out for Christmas break. Mr. Kurtz with the shot and a jump ball on the rebound. Oh, one of us is going to have to be colored, Mr. Tony. I'm not very good at basketball colors.
Still lining up the scoreboard here, and then I'm not paying attention to the game real close right now. Let me get that set
on
up
the
for
floor
him.
for St. Michael. Looks like we got Barrett, Kurth, Morris, Kolb, and McCullough.
Just a little bit wider.
Foul on number 2 for Baldwin County, which would be Mr. Jerry.
Okay.
Loose ball rolling around.
All right, scoreboard's up. Everything's going. Production standpoint, let's see what I can pull up a roster. Still 0-0 right now, 2 minutes into the game. Stolen away by number
Kurth.
22, Jack.
Yeah, Jack Kurth.
A roster with no second names, sorry. Baldwin County, the Tigers down with the rebound. Drives it all the way in and then just throws it into the middle. Kind of hoping for the foul there, I think. As Graham brings it down. And Jack Kurth takes it in for the first 2 points of the ball game. So your Cardinals up 2-0 now. 8-minute quarter, so we're coming up on 3 minutes gone in this first quarter. Again, a JV match this morning, or this afternoon, pardon me. Cardinals are retained possession.
Oh, I'm sorry. McCullough coming in for Kolb and J.J. Bingston coming in for Reed Murray for St. Michael. Okay. Let me just tell you, it's hard to run a camera and a phone and watch at the same time. Let me just tell you, it's not happening. We're just going to do the best we can, and the Cardinal Nation is going to have to hope for the best here.
Cardinals in, out of bounds. Again, 2-2 now. Into Jack Kurth again. Pulled up his second basket of the night. Now 4-2 for the Cardinals. Baldwin County is a 6A Region 2 opponent today, not a region opponent. Again, JV as well. As we will start our region play here in January after Christmas break. Baldwin County brings down the rebound. Long three-pointer, doesn't go in though. Baldwin County all the way around the horn, and another shot, still no good. Rebound by Jack Kurth. And then we've got a first name only basis roster for Baldwin County as well. Three-point shots, a little bit short, off the rim. Baldwin County with a rebound.
I think that's number 2, Jerry, for Baldwin County. I recognize that name.
Mr. Jerry's two different colored shoes, so Mr. Two Shoes out there.
And number 10 just had a three-pointer for Baldwin County.
Takes him up by up by 1 point, 5-4 now. Timeout, St. Michael. As Coach called, player got tied up a little bit there, and Coach Kai called a timeout.
Well, Tony, it's been a long Christmas. We're getting back into the swing of things. Looks like this will be the Friday before we all go back to school on Monday. I'm not sure what the schedule looks like next Monday. I think Monday the freshman boys go to Gulf Shores to play Saraland or something to that effect.
The freshman boys are at Foley.
Oh, Foley.
Girls, 7th grade and 8th grade girls go to Saraland.
Oh, okay.
Freshman boys go to Foley. And then the 8th grade boys go to Saraland as well. According to the Google Maps, or Google Calendar here.
Yep.
That's not even right. The freshman boys go to Gulf Shores.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make any sense. Don't look at that. It actually says freshman boys versus Gulf Shores at Saraland. Maybe there's a tournament.
Some kind of tournament from that.
All right, back into play again. As your St. Michael Cardinals work it around the horn. Put up a 2-point shot there.
Yeah, but McCullough. Chase with the rebound.
Outside to Graham, a 3-point shot, but no good. It should be almost traveling there. It's Baldwin County rebound, but they're going to call a foul.
On Reed Murray, 33.
33 is Reed Murray. And giving possession to Baldwin County. Loses a handle, stolen. JJ takes it all the way in, puts up the shot, and it scores.
Makes the 2 points.
Gives us a lead, 6-5, with 2.5 minutes left in the first. Baldwin County across the timeline. Out to Mr. Two Shoes. He's going to take a 3-pointer shot. It's going to be off the back of the rim, though. Cardinals with a rebound. Graham looks for Reed and around the corner, all the way around to Chase. He brings it in and puts it up. Nice turnaround jumper there for Chase. Gives us 8 on the afternoon now, 8-5, 3-point lead. Less than 2 minutes in the first. He's going to drive straight into the lane, and he's going to split the defenders and score. And that's number 2, Jerry, for Baldwin County. A little bit of pressure from the Tigers. Cardinals break it, but an errant pass. Going to get that turnover, and then they're going to turn over right back again. Long three-pointer, and he makes it.
That's a Graham Barrett.
Graham Barrett from about a foot outside the three-point line gives us 11 on the night, 4-point lead. Rebound for Graham. I'm sorry, that was Chase with the rebound. Passes it out to Graham. Okay, we should be back after a brief interruption there. Got the huddle cam back up as well. No change in your score as they just began the second quarter. St. Michael on offense at the moment, working its way around. Number 12, Graham with the shot, puts it in. 13-10 now.
And there's people trickling in. There's a few fans trickling in on this Friday afternoon.
And we'll have a girls varsity and boys varsity game following this. Boy, that looked like a travel. They're going to let that fall, though.
Baldwin County's putting on the pressure. They're trying to put on the pressure.
St. Michael brings it down. Graham throws it up against the back of the backboard there as he tried to drive in. 13-12, 1-point lead for the Cardinals. We did get the gym cam back up again. There was a nice shot by Jack, but couldn't get it to fall from inside the lane. Baldwin County drives in, loses a handle. Baldwin County loses a handle, goes out of bounds. St. Michael will get that turnover. 1-point lead, 13-12.
Chase coming in for J.J. Binkston. Is that Nigel coming in for?
I don't have Nigel listed.
Yeah, who's number 3? I don't know who number 3 is.
Number 3 says B. Walden. Walden. 15 with a long shot just inside the three-point line. Can't get it to fall. There's Chase. Long three-pointer. Gets it to fall by number 2. And he gives him the lead. 2-point lead, 15-13 now as Chase brings it down. Cardinals on offense. There's a moving pick. They're going to call a charge on number 3.
Kurth comes in, Murray comes in, Cole comes out. Who else came out?
We've only got first names on the roster, so Mr. Marlowe is going to have to call out the names. He knows them better than I. Cardinals find themselves down by 2. Here's a long three-pointer, and it falls with nothing but net. He was a good three-point behind the three-point line there. St. Michael drives straight in. Doesn't get it to fall, though. That was Jack. Baldwin County's coming down. Mr. Walden holds him up. Another long shot by number 2 for Baldwin County. Rebound, Baldwin County. 3-point. No good. Back of the rim. Rebound Baldwin County and back up again. Number 24. Timeout, St. Michael. As the momentum kind of went towards the Tigers in the last minute there.
They took off, didn't they? They sure did.
What's that? You got plenty of batteries. Just leave it on and point it at the...
It is. It's at that goal right there. Okay. Yep, Baldwin County took a stretch there and started moving the ball around after that illegal pick.
Find themselves all of a sudden down by 7, whereas they held the lead most of the first quarter.
Look, it's a beautiful day today. They say there's a lot of cold coming in next week, but today's beautiful. If y'all want to get out and come out and see a ball game, you ought to come out to St. Michael. This is a great afternoon for watching basketball. 2
more games on the docket yet this afternoon, with the girls varsity and boys varsity yet to follow after this game. And hopefully we'll have Mitchell Swanson or one of the students from broadcasting class will show up and help us out. If they don't, I hope they're listening and feeling bad.
Yeah, we sent it out on the remind. We were open.
It is school is not in session though.
That's
yet.
Right.
They don't start until next Monday, so perhaps forgivable in this instance. Graham will bring it out for St. Michael. Up to Mr. Walden. He tries to throw it deep. St. Michael gathers it in, though. An errant throw, and they're going to call a push-off by number 2 for the Tigers. I guess that referee had an angle that
I know. I didn't quite see that.
Gave him a better view of that. Looked pretty innocent. Graham drags it in, throws it up from underneath. Couldn't get it to go, though. And they're going to call a jump ball. And that was Chase, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm getting number 12 and number 15 back. And there's Graham, number 12, about to throw it in. Gets it into Jack for us. Jack with the long three-pointer, but doesn't go too long. Baldwin County, long throw, all by himself down here. And then the defenders get there in time. They contest the shot. Counts the basket and cause a foul on number 15.
Bingston's coming in for Kurth. Number 1's coming in for, who's number 1? Who's number 1 on your roster?
Right.
Right.
So Jerry, the man with 2 colored shoes from Baldwin County, about to shoot three-pointer here, and he gets it. Takes him up by 10. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the second. Gets it into Reed.
Right under the basket. He was right under the basket ready.
Reed gets that to fall.
He was wide open.
Nice assist there. And Reed tried to contest that shot from number 10 of Baldwin County, but unable to defend it. And Graham found himself kind of trapped down here in the corner and just threw it off of the Baldwin County's leg to start over. Gets himself a new dribble, but loses the ball. Baldwin County, number 10 is going to drive it in. He's got an open man in the lane, but he misses. Rebound is taken by number 10. He's going to get it to fall. Basket good, and a three-point attempt coming. A foul.
By number 1, Mr. Wright.
On number 1.
It's like Kurth coming in for Reed Murray. Who came in for Kolb coming in for Graham Barrett?
He gets a three-pointer to fall. 28-15 now. They pulled up to a 13-point lead. After Wright with a real nice layup there. Baldwin County defense just kind of fell apart there. Gave him a clean lane for that layup. Here comes number 2 for Baldwin County. He's done most of their scoring today. Along with number 10, who drives it in right there and gets another basket with a nice layup. Contested by the Cardinals, but still gets it through. And then Chase steps out of bounds.
Baldwin County takes a timeout.
But Chase stepped on the line there. It's going to be a turnover, and it's going to be Baldwin County's ball when they come back from that timeout. 13-point lead for Baldwin County. The second quarter here for the Cardinals has not gone as well as the first. I think they came out of the first quarter with 15 points and only 2 here in the second. Where Baldwin County has gotten hot.
And they've started pressing. They've started defending. They have all over our boys. And maybe just a little bit rusty coming out of the break. You know, I haven't had much chance to practice. You know, Baldwin County's bench is pretty thin. They only have 7 players on their JV team. 5 on the floor, 2 on the bench. They rotate them out.
St. Michael has a full 10, so they got a ability to completely substitute out. Baldwin County begins to kind of take their time here. Drives down in the lane and loses it off his own foot. And Wright drove in for the layup and is fouled as he puts up the shot, so he's going to get a 2-shot foul. He'll get 2 from the charity stripe. Down by 13 right now.
And still down by 13.
Off the back of the rim for Wright. Turnover by Baldwin County. St. Michael.
That was Mr. Kolb with that.
Here comes Reed as he brings it into the lane, but unable to get that to fall. Baldwin County with the rebound. Number 10 is going to drive it all the way in and get his own shot. Doesn't get it to fall, and they're going to call a travel on Baldwin County. Turnover for St. Michael. Down by 12. 2 minutes left in the first half. Chase finds himself caught up a little bit. Over to Colby. Into Reed, and Reed with a layup.
That'd be Kurth. Jack
Kurth, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Saw the tall guy.
Yeah.
Called the wrong one. Reed is actually on the bench at the moment. And that was Jack Kurth, number 22. Brings us within 10 as number 2 tries a three-pointer at short. Chase gathers it up. Here's a three-pointer. And he banks it in.
That's Kolb.
Colby. Is it Kolb or Colby?
Kolb.
Kolb from
that's
St.
his last
Michael
name, yeah.
with 3. Brings us within 7. Getting close to a minute left in the first half. Baldwin County's just passing around, looking for a shot. Here goes them number 2 again from way out. Threw it out from where I parked. Up again.
And
he's going to get a foul on number 5.
J.J. Bingston.
Going to count the basket and give him a charity shot on top of it. Chance for a three-point play as they're up by 9 at the moment.
Barrett's coming in for Kolb.
Charity stripe is good. So it takes them up by 10 again. St. Michael's faces the pressure. They've done a good job of not having that pressure bother him too much, but it's wasted time, of course. Chase drives in, almost backs out. There, he's going to get that basket to fall and a foul as he drives in by number 1. That's Mr. Wright. Another 3-point play for number 2 for Baldwin County. Now, did he have to buy 2 pair of shoes to get that combination?
I think so.
I would think so.
He's got another pair in waiting.
That's true. When those wear out, he's ready to go.
Yeah.
St. Michael ball from underneath the basket. Looking to break the press again. And long shot, easy layup by Jack Kurth. 20 seconds left to go. They bring it within 10. Baldwin County shooting for the, no, I thought they were going to take the last shot, but he takes the 3-pointer out there. They're going to call over the back on number 24 for Baldwin County. That was a real quick whistle, but it's to St. Michael's favor, so nobody complaining. 10 seconds on the clock.
Oh, gosh. Come on.
Chase gets it out to Graham and across. 3-point play. Oh, in and out, though. Doesn't get it to fall.
That J.J. Bankston with the 3-point.
J.J. Bankston with the 3-point attempt there. And that'll bring us a 10-point deficit, St. Michael, against Baldwin County Tigers as we head into halftime. And one more time, we've got the girls varsity game on right after this, and then the boys varsity this evening as well. Late afternoon games on a first Friday of January 2025. School not in session yet. So pretty sparse crowd so far. But, of course, the varsity squad's yet to take the floor.
One of the stars for our varsity girls team, Samantha Kokoska. If you're watching right now, you can see her kind of warming up. But right now, she's on track to have, I don't know how many points.
Well, she had 1,000 points last year. As a sophomore, right?
Yes.
And so this year she's a junior. Is that correct?
Yeah, she's a junior. She's been playing since 7th grade.
Yeah, she's got to be over 1,100, I would think. She's played, 10 games so far this year approximately. So she's got to be over 1,100 points. She averages more than 10 a game. That's a pretty conservative estimate.
Yep. That's well, Mr. Tony. There goes Mr. Sean. You want to say something, Mr. Sean? Oh, Mr. Sean wants to let everybody know she's doing really well after this Christmas break. She's just happy to be here, working the scorers table. So she's the one keeping time, working the scorers table and the fouls. Yeah, like I said, we were hoping we could have gotten a couple of our students out here to help broadcast, but it is the break still. This is their final week before they got to come back and.
We're holding out hope that they'll show up.
Yes, and we still got time. We got the girls' game and the boys' game. They may. So we're sitting there. Hey, a shout out to Mr. Martin, Philip Martin, who's back on staff at St. Michael. I see his whole family over on the other side. There must be like 20 kids over there. Maybe he's got some extras hanging on this weekend. But it's been an eventful Christmas break and New Year's, and some people are still celebrating up for 12th night, which would be Monday night the 6th. And so I know on the St. Michael Instagram and Facebook page, they've been posting a lot of nativity scenes from the different faculty and parents, and that's been really nice to see. Just trying to get ourselves back in the groove. It's you step away from the school for a week or two, and just like the boys are a little rusty, we are too. So, but everything's working. Get a shout out to Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony has built a great travel box for us to plug in everything, keep everything going. And I wish if I had a video to show you, I'd show you. It is awesome. He labels everything. It looks really good. Yeah, it's like almost plug and play. I mean, it's just
should save us a little time, a setup and tear down.
Exactly, and it looks great too. I mean, he worked on it all over the Christmas break. I'm doing it out of the love for the Wild Cardinal Network and making it easier for us. It's just a different setup when you go from football to basketball, and we hadn't been able to hit a wrestling match yet. But,
Not yet. We're hoped to. I was kind of looking at the calendar for that, but we don't have a home one here for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But we will. The first opportunity we get, we will. They are wrestling next Tuesday at Foley High School. And then the Baldwin County Tournament in Robertsdale is next weekend, Friday and Saturday.
And we ought to be starting reap and play for basketball soon, shouldn't we?
And then the first home one is a tri-match on January 15th at 5 p.m.
Who's that against?
That is a week from next Wednesday. That is a tri-match versus Saraland and Mobile Christian.
Oh, okay.
And then they're at Davidson the 17th. Go to Alma Bryant on the 24th. So there's one. On the 15th, at least we'll get that one in. And then we'll try to get the anytime they wrestle here at St. Michael, we will be there. I guarantee it.
And I thought we're going to have 3 here. I thought we were having 3 on the schedule. I don't know if something changed or not for some reason.
I thought they had 3 as well, but I only found this one right away. And as they get into February.
This is the second year for wrestling at St. Michael. Coach Adam Hicks really working hard. Had a little bit of health setback, but he's been out there. We've seen him at practice, haven't we?
We have.
And so
they do have a limited number of players, which when they go up against another team, that does count against them. If they don't have a representative at a certain weight class, they have to forfeit.
And that's sort of interesting, isn't it, Mr. Tony? So even though you don't have a wrestler in all weight classes, if you don't have a wrestler in your weight class, you essentially forfeit that match.
Provided the other team has that weight class.
Yeah, if the other team has somebody. So, you're sort of at a disadvantage if you just don't fill out all the weight classes. I mean, if you just have somebody. So I think that was a little bit of a problem last year in 1 or 2 weight classes for St. Michael, but it really is this year.
It's a big problem this year, yeah, to not have enough bodies out there. Puts you at a disadvantage on the scoreboard.
Because as long as, they just call the wrestlers by their weight when they do it or whatever, and then if you show up or if you don't show up, then the other team basically wins.
And as long as they've got a wrestler and he's under a certain weight, he can claim that weight. So if you got 2 wrestlers at 126 but you don't have anybody at 155, well, that guy can wrestle up to 155 just to claim the forfeit. So it's a bad situation to be that far down when you walk on the court.
And if everybody wants to know why Mr. Tony's so well versed in wrestling, because he was a wrestler in high school.
Back in Iowa, they made you wrestle to find out if you could.
Oh, I got you. So what? Did you have the full-on wrestling uniform and everything like that?
It's called a singlet.
A singlet, okay.
Is what a wrestling uniform is called.
Gotcha.
And, of course, the headgear, the ear protection. But that's all you need.
Was there a women's wrestling team when you were coming up?
No.
Too? Okay, because that seems to be kind of prevalent now,
yes,
doesn't it? Okay.
Yep. That's just something I learned of just here in the last 10 years or so. Not something that was part of my youth.
It's funny, like with the, I guess it's the Title IX stuff, but now, like flag football's taken off really big around the state for the girls, and we've seen a lot of schools have flag football. JV team's back out on the floor. Baldwin County's back out on the floor for the second half. We've got quite a few fans in the stands, kind of impressed on this Friday afternoon.
Girls varsity squad is starting to show up. Probably along with their parents and siblings in tow, so we are getting more people. Baldwin County, not bad. They've got about a dozen people for this JV game here. And you got Chase, Graham, Jack Kurth, Jack and Reed are out there at the same time. So we've got our tall front five out there. And then number 24.
Is that Mr. Kolb?
Is Mr. Kolb, correct. And there you're starting five for the second half. We do have Jack Kurth and Reed Murray out there along with Chase at number 15. We've got our height, and you throw in Graham at number 12. We've got all our tall players out there. Baldwin County probing the outside and stolen by number 12, Graham. So he knocked that away, and St. Michael comes up with the errant ball. Jack Kurth loses a handle on it. Able to gather it up and get it back to Graham.
Oh,
Mr. Kolb off his foot. They're going to call him traveling on that. So a turnover for St. Michael. Down by 10. Baldwin County off the foot of Reed Murray and into the hands of Graham. So a turnover for Baldwin County. Chance to bring the score closer for your Cardinals. Long three-pointer. Bounces around and in as Graham brings us within 7. Baldwin County, we're not applying any kind of pressure. We're going straight down into a zone defense. Long outside, off to the right though. Rebound Baldwin County, back up. Reed Murray with the rebound. As Graham brings it across the timeline for St. Michael. Now to Reed, who loses a handle on it, but lucky to get it back.
Gets it to Jack. That was nice.
Jack Kurth gathers it up. Back out to Graham, who into Reed. Throws it up. He's going to call an offensive foul there. Charging on Reed Murray there. Couldn't get the ball to fall either. That was aggressive. I'll give him that. St. Michael straight down into that zone defense again. They're going to let him shoot from the outside. And they sink that three-pointer. There's number 10 right at the top of the key. Takes their lead back out to 10 again for Baldwin County. Long pass down into the Cardinals and across the floor. Drives it in. Knocked away. He's going to be fouled by number 12 as Chase headed for the basket there. He's going to get a 2-shot foul. Opportunity to close it down to 8 for us here. Off the back of the iron on his first shot.
You know, Chase is back from last year having a knee surgery. You know, he was out all last year with his knee, so he's been playing a lot of time this year on the JV team.
Second shot is up and look good.
Bingston.
Nothing but net, and they substitute out for him.
Yep, J.J. Bingston coming in for Chase Morris.
Baldwin County, it's a 9-point lead right now. Bringing across the timeline. And look again at that zone defense by the Cardinals. Passing around the horn, looking for an outside shot. As Reed's got the center all locked up. Ooh, and they give him that two. He's going to give him 2 there. Nope, they gave him 3. Number 10 from the corner. Jack Kurth, he's going to drive it all the way in, but get the ball stolen as he goes in for that layup. Baldwin County gets it. It's going to another 3-point attempt. Off, though. Rebound by JJ. And Jack Kurth going to bring it across the timeline. Reed Murray. Everybody's getting their hand on it here. Drives in. Wright does. He's going to get fouled as he goes in for that shot. 2-shot foul. The foul on number 10 for Baldwin County. No bonus situation yet or anything like that. We're just halfway through the third quarter. Gets that to roll. So his first charity stripe, he's able to gather it in. Pull up his second shot, down by 9. Takes us within 8. 4.5 minutes left in the third. Baldwin County, he's right on the timeline there. Coach Kai called back and forth, but he didn't establish himself. There he goes, 3-pointer again, and he sinks it. Number 2, Mr. Two Shoes for Baldwin County gets another 3-pointer. Jack Kurth is going to drive into the center, pass it outside. 3-point attempt.
He gave him 3.
Gave him 3 for Graham on the outside. Ooh, and Reed trying to steal the ball. St. Michael ends up with the ball somehow out of all that. Jack Kurth over to Reed. Back out to Graham. Reed and Graham into the middle. JJ out to Graham. St. Michael being patient. There goes JJ with inside move and gets a quick 2-point layup. That was a nice, patient offensive series for St. Michael there, and they almost got the steal. Come back in that 2-3 zone again. And number 10 is able to dribble it in, find a lane, and get 2 points back for Baldwin County. Reed Murray backs away, and he's going to get fouled as he goes in for that second layup. And he's going to go to the line for 2. Under 3 minutes now in the third. Still down by 10. St. Michael had the lead in the first quarter. Second quarter, Baldwin County got hot. Ended up with around a 10-point lead at halftime, and now that's where we're stuck here in the third quarter as they've just kind of exchanged baskets.
Copeland McCullough coming in for J.J. Bingston.
Reed Murray on his second shot. Missed the first. Nothing but net on that second one. Baldwin County brings it down, looking to cross the timeline. Got some pressure by St. Michael here. Baldwin County doesn't have much problem with it, though. Finds an open man. Gathered in by Wright. And then stolen by number 10 in Baldwin County, and he's able to gather that up and get a layup. 11-point lead now for Baldwin County. Cross-court pass by the Cardinals. Reed misread what Jack Kurth was about to do, but they gather the ball back, and again he shoots it into Jack. Ball bounces around a couple of players. Finally gathered up by Baldwin County. They're going to call a foul on number 33, I think, which is Reed Murray. I was incorrect about that. They called a foul against Baldwin County.
Oh, okay.
Number 23.
It's like Chase Morris and Kolb came in for Reed and Walden.
Cardinals down by 11. Real patient on offense here, considering. Going to have a reach in by number 12 of Baldwin County. We should be getting close to a bonus situation. There's a three-point attempt by Graham, and he sinks it from the right-hand corner, right outside the arc. Brings us within 8. Baldwin County setting up a play and stolen by
Graham.
Right. Graham, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Oh, and he lays it up. He takes it all the way in himself. Gets us down to 6 points. Under a minute to go in the third. It's 24. Stopped by Reed.
Oh, no, they called a reach. On Chase. Called it on Chase.
They did call that on Chase. I guess he was. I guess he reached in. It looked like a Jack Kurth foul, but nonetheless, Baldwin County out of bounds. 45 seconds left to go in the third. Tries to drive in. He loses his own feet, but they're going to call a foul, I think.
Yeah, who are they giving it to? Going to give it on McCullough. Foul on Copeland.
Copeland, number 10.
Yep.
Where they just as easily could have called it trip.
It sure could have.
By himself there. But anyway, number 12 will bring it in for Baldwin County. 35 seconds left to go in the third.
Just down by 6. They
clawed back a little bit. Down as much by 12 here in the third quarter, and then Baldwin County throws it away with 26 seconds left. So the Cardinals able to kind of gather themselves here in the third quarter. Went down by 12, and now they're down by 6. And Copeland pulls that in. A nice pass by Chase into the middle to Copeland to bring us within 4. 10 seconds left in the third. Baldwin County's going to have to put it up in a couple seconds here. Nobody's watching the clock for Baldwin County, really. There, he finally got it up, and he's way off. So, a nice job by the Cardinals there to come back. The third quarter, they looked a little bit discombobulated for maybe the first 6 minutes or so. Baldwin County got a little bit hot.
Pulled within 4. That's
but the last 2 minutes of the quarter.
That last little play they ran, and Copeland put that 2 points up really well.
It seemed to give them a little bit of confidence as well as they moved down the floor in both directions. So the game still quite within reach as we got 8 minutes left. Baldwin County again is a 6A Region 2 opponent. A little bit larger school than St. Michael. They play in the same region as McGill-Tulane, I believe.
Trying to check, make sure my time on all the huddle cameras are doing good.
Coach Kai is pulling up a play here.
So it looks like it's going to be McCullough, Kurth, Kolb, Barrett, and Morris are going to be the 5 in starting the fourth. Coach Kyle's rotated just about everybody in. They've all played today.
They've all been out on the floor for at least a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Chase and Graham, I would think, have gotten the most minutes today. Number 12 and number 15, respectively. Graham is number 12, Chase number 15. So St. Michael's ball to throw in here with the final quarter underway. A 4-point lead for Baldwin County. They work it all the way around the horn. Put up a three, but it's a little bit short. As Graham tried hard. Now there's some good defense by the Cardinals there. Oh,
they're calling it for us. They're calling it for St. Michael.
And that's going to give them a turnover. Knocked away by St. Michael, and as the Baldwin County player tried to gather it up, he got it out of bounds. So St. Michael with a turnover. Back again, right down in the middle. Graham unable to get it fouled. Jack Kurth with the rebound. Takes it back up strong, but he's going to get fouled. With no chance at a shot, he got fouled trying to bring the ball up. So you got Jack Kurth at the foul line. 4-point deficit. Just a little bit strong. Here's Jack's second shot. A little strong on that one as well, but rebound by Chase. 3-point attempt by Graham. Nope, I'm sorry, that's number 24.
Kolb.
Mr. Kolb.
Yep. Brings him within one.
Baldwin County, now they've gone out of that zone defense. They've changed just a little bit. Put a little more outside pressure on the Tigers. Falling back into a little more. There he's got an open lane, though, for Baldwin County. But Graham able to knock it away and rebound Chase. Graham will bring it across the timeline for the Cardinals. And out to Copeland. Back to Mr. Kolb. Ooh.
Close
To travel there. He tries to throw it inside. Knocked away by Baldwin County.
I'm surprised they're not in the bonus yet.
Neither team. There's Graham with a 3-point shot. A little bit off, though.
Ooh.
Rebound
Copeland.
by Copeland. Back out Jack Kurth for three. Oh, it's off. Rebound Baldwin County. They're going to give a foul on Chase, number 15, there as he kind of reached around from behind.
Walden's coming in for Chase. Bingston's coming in for Copeland.
Baldwin County has just 7 players, so they haven't substituted a lot. And number 2, the man that just had the ball there with the different colored shoes, has probably most of the points for the Tigers. Number 10 takes it into the middle but can't get it. And an errant shot by number 1 for the Tigers. Gathered in J.J. Binks with the rebound. Graham out to J.J. Back to Jack Kurth. Mr. Wright has it into Jack. Jack's going to try to take it all the way in. You could just see it. Couldn't get it to fall, though. Got his own rebound. Back up and in. Nice follow-up by Jack Kurth there to give us the lead, 49-48. We haven't seen that since the first quarter. Stolen by J.J. Back over to Graham, and there's a 3-point lead. Excellent, excellent job.
And the Baldwin County coach calls a quick timeout to stop that momentum.
As J.J. with a steal and a quick pass into Graham and 2 points, and that gives us a 3-point lead. Haven't seen the lead since the first quarter.
Baldwin County coach is very upset with his team right now, letting that slip like that.
They lost the momentum a little bit. And he's trying to get a little bit of that energy back to the Baldwin County Tigers. We'll see how they respond to that.
Well, they came back and clawed back hard. I mean, they played. They have played.
St. Michael, they switched their defense here in the fourth quarter. Played a little bit man-to-man there, and they put a little bit of pressure on them as well towards the end of the third into the fourth. And they've been able to claw back from a 12-point deficit to now a 3-point lead. Forcing the Baldwin County Tigers into really a desperation timeout there.
Looks like we're going to have who come back on the court. Bingston, Barrett, Kolb, Kurth, and Mr. Wright.
It'll be Baldwin County's ball when we come back here.
Let's see what kind of motivation the Baldwin County coach gave his team. He was really on them after that timeout.
Once again, some pressure by the Cardinals. Allow them to bring it in, and he's going to be short on that. Rebound, Baldwin County, though. Back up, and a foul is going to be called on number 1. Right?
Yep, number 1 Right.
It's at least his second foul of the evening. We've got to be getting close to a bonus situation, I would think. 24 is going to get that to roll in. Bring him within 2. 5 minutes, 14 seconds left. Makes both of them. There's Graham and JJ try to get it back across. Graham with a long pass to an open right down at the bottom. Brings it in. Can't get it to fall, though. White ball, so St. Michael's ball there. As Mr. Wright did a great job of fighting for that rebound. JJ to Graham. Graham at the top of the key. Looks things over, passes to Wright. Out to Kolb. Jack Kurth to Graham. Everybody's had their hands on the ball. Jack Kurth, he's going to drive in. He's going to take it up. You saw that coming. Couldn't get it to fall, though. Rebound, JJ. Graham from 3. Can't get that to fall. Rebound, Wright. Can't get his follow-up to fall. Out of bounds, white ball.
10 for Baldwin County. Hesitated to pull that ball in, but he just touched it and it couldn't go in.
Jack Kurth fought for the ball with number then there, but number 1 came away with it. So Baldwin County with a long 3 from number 2 is going to be short. Jack Kurth fights for the rebound, doesn't get it. Number 1 comes away with a ball. An under the basket throw, doesn't get it to go in. Contested again. Number 2 from way deep, can't get that to fall. Number 10 with a follow-up. Number 1 with a follow-up. Number 5 finally has it for St. Michael. Then he gives it up to number 2. Drive in, but he can't get it to go. Here's number 10. He could have had an uncontested shot there, but throws it into number 24. Just outside the lane. Gives the Tigers a 1-point lead. Timeout by St. Michael. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left to go.
And with that ball all over the floor, I thought there would have been a foul, but
there was a lot of action.
A lot of action. That ball was going in and out from everybody. It was.
A lot of times you'll see a whistle come out of that much action, but nothing this afternoon.
Sort of letting them play a little bit.
And here again, to kind of summarize, the first quarter belonged to St. Michael as they walked out with maybe a 1 or 2 point lead, but the second quarter and third quarter pretty much belonged to Baldwin County until about the last minute or so of the third quarter. Then the momentum was stolen by the Cardinals, and they've clawed back from 12 points down to where now they're down by 1. Briefly held the lead before that final basket.
And
so back and forth game.
Tony, we've got a lot of viewers watching us. I appreciate them all chiming in on this Friday afternoon. People are still working. People are still getting over their holidays. But we're here. There's 2 more games, which Tony said, the varsity girls and the varsity boys against Baldwin County. Come on out and see them tonight. And if you can't, tune in to us on the YouTube channel. Like and subscribe for us. We keep inching forward.
Cardinals back out on the floor with those same 5.
Barrett, Kurth, Cole, Wright, and Morris.
Jack Kurth has probably got the hot hand at the moment, although Chase has had a couple of good shots, and Graham as well. But I think Jack Kurth has got the hot hand at the moment, and that's who they've been kind of utilizing here in the second half.
Got to help him.
They got to get across the timeline. They made it. A little errant pass there, but he makes it all the way through. And here comes Graham. Nice drive as Baldwin County gave him a lane. 1-point lead for the Cardinals. A little bit of pressure from him. And number 1 drives the lane, and he's able to get a layup to flip the score. St. Michael down to Wright. Wright with a long shot that fell short. Back out to Jack Kurth. He's going to try to get this in. Drives the lane, and he gets it to fall. (55-54). Cardinals up.
Trading baskets. I'm not sure if he slipped. Do you think he slipped?
It looked like it, yeah.
Slipped.
Going to be St. Michael ball. Full court press now by the Tigers. Jack Kurth is left open. He's going to take it down. He's going to give a nice contested shot, but gets his own rebound. Second rebound. Can't get that to fall either. But he does get fouled on his final shot. He'll get 2 charity stripes out of it. 55-54. We're hitting 2 minutes now left in the game. Jack Kurth, first of 2 from the charity. A little bit short, bounces off the front of the rim. Misses his second one as well. Baldwin County with the rebound. They get it across the timeline. There's your 2-minute mark. Number 12 from 3 points out. He's going to be missing, though. Rebound, Baldwin County. Dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds. That's a turnover. It's going to be St. Michael's ball.
And there were a lot of bodies on the floor at the moment for that, too. Well, that was Chase was getting up.
There's that full court pressure from the Tigers again. Oh, and they were able to get the ball on this one. Number 2, he's going to drive in. He's going to take that hard. He gives it to him. Gets it to fall. 56-55, Baldwin County. Long, open is right. Takes it and gets it. Nice layup by Wright. Gives us the lead. Minute 24. Baldwin County on offense now. That's an offensive foul if I've ever seen one, but they're going to call it on number 1. He didn't really have set, I guess, but number 12 just really kind of drove right into him. Getting a little physical out there. Now a steal by St. Michael. Oh, and then stolen again as he dribbles it out of bounds. No, they're going to give him a timeout? No.
No.
He dribbled it out of bounds as he tried to steal it, so St. Michael does end up with the ball. Chase is going to throw it out of bounds to Graham. Pressure by the Tigers again. And Chase gathers the ball across the timeline and brings it in. No pressure from St. Michael here. Under a minute to go. A foul on number 10, which has got to bring us close to being in the bonus situation.
Baldwin County called a timeout.
It's going to be St. Michael ball at midcourt as we come in from the timeout.
With the lead, I mean, this fourth quarter has been something else. They clawed back, got there, and now they're in it. Make sure we don't overlap and get off the time here. We are so glad everybody's watching today. It's been a if you haven't been able to be here, we are glad you have been watching. And we're hoping maybe we'll see Franklin, maybe we'll see Mitchell, maybe Finn, Lars, one of the boys. Anybody, we'll see who shows up.
Test.
So the five coming on the quarter: Morris, Barrett, Kurth, Wright, and Kolb. And we get the ball, right, Mr. Tony?
I believe so. That's correct. It is St. Michael ball right at the scorer's table. 57 seconds left to go. 1 point lead for your Cardinals.
Got to get that ball in.
Graham throws it into Chase. In the backcourt. They're playing in the backcourt right now. They got to get across. There's the timeline. Back down to Jack Kurth in the corner all the way across to Chase. They got a 1 point lead, so they could just hold on to the ball until the game is over here if they want to.
That's what they're trying to do, aren't they?
Sure looks like it. They're not going to give up that ball here. And Baldwin County is not real aggressive at going after it right now. I'm thinking the coach is going to shift gears here. There, he's going to call a foul. Still not a shooting situation, though, so they'll come in from out of bounds.
20 seconds off the clock. So
St. Michael's ball. Still they're not going to give up the ball by fouling them yet because they're not in a bonus situation. So St. Michael happy to hold on to the ball here with a 1 point lead. Graham takes it in, and he's going to get, they're not going to give him a 2 point shot on that, is he? You know, he was going to count that shot if it went in. Foul on number 10.
He gets 2 shots.
Foul on number 12. So, you know, there would have almost been better if he just would have held on to the ball. We would be throwing it in from out of bounds and no chance of Baldwin County getting a rebound here. But
we are in the bonus now.
There they throw him into the bonus, okay. Substitute coming in. Gentleman on the court didn't want to leave.
I think he had 5 fouls. I wish we had the stats, but we don't know.
Chase from the charity. He's got a 2 point shot. Oh, misses a first one that could have given us a nice cushion there. This is his second. From a 2 point charity for Chase. Got this one up and in to go. So a 2 point lead. 16 seconds to go. Baldwin County with the ball and into their court.
They're trying
10
to
seconds.
find their 3 point shooter.
They don't need 3 to tie it, but number 2 has been putting up. There's a steal. That should be the game right there as Graham Barrett was able to come up with a steal before Baldwin County could find their shooter.
Oh, man.
So a 2 point game for for the St. Michael Cardinals tonight. excellent job of coming back. At one point in time, they were 12 points down in the third quarter. They were able to start turning things around with about a minute or two left in the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter belonged to the Cardinals.
Good job by Coach Kyle Lopez and his coaches and the boys. They did a great job.
So Baldwin County is going to have to go home a loser today for their JV squad. We still got 2 more games on the docket today. The varsity girls will be up next. Give us about 10 minutes here to take down this broadcast, and we will start another one. WCN Live, varsity girls versus Baldwin County. So to sum things up, with 3-point victory, or I'm sorry, a 2-point victory for the St. Michael JV boys over the Baldwin County Tigers tonight. Real nice job for your St. Michael Cardinals, coming back from a 12-point deficit in the third quarter.
Be ready to watch the girls varsity in just a few minutes when Mr. Tony gets this thing going. He's going to take this one down, bring the other one up. We hope you tune in to us. Oh,
look at this. We've got Mitchell and Franklin are here.
We got the A-team in now.
Join us for the girls basketball here in just a couple minutes. Thank you for joining us this afternoon on the Wild Cardinal Network for
Mr. Tony, let me thank
JV.
you for doing very well on that JV basketball. I'm not well versed at that, but he did a great job commentating that. Thank you very much, Mr. T.
Thank you very much for watching basketball on the Wild Cardinal Network. You've been watching Cardinal basketball on the WCN. Happy New Year.